I was I was going through some stuff, and I was talking to my mom, Bernadette Johnson. Love you. Um, and I was talking about decisions I made in the past, um, about my family, about people I love, about my career, and there were certain things along the way that I realized I gave up. You know, I got two little kids, and when me and my former partner decided to have them, if you have kids, you understand. Like you giving something up if you're gonna be an active parent. With this path that led me to you, with having multiple businesses, have some of them fail, having some of them acquired, um, being on the TED stage, and then sometimes not sure how it was going to pay the next bill. There were there were things that had to be let go. Things that I saw my background is journalism, so that I saw my journalism colleagues that took a more traditional route. My co-parenting partner is a doctor, so what her colleagues had experience, whether it's financial security or to be able to, say who you are, what you do, and then immediately people respect it, right? You know, yeah, as they say, I kind of got it from the mud. Not that I grew up in the hood, even though I'm hood adjacent. Shout out to South Jersey, but more that I had to create my own path. And what my mom said was that there's a difference between sacrifices and trade-offs. Sacrifices are when you suffocate, kill, atrophy a part of yourself for this bigger thing. And it might not even be that big of a thing, but you decide to do it. In fact, it might not even be conscious. Before you know it, you dedicate yourself just to your kids, and then you don't have a life when they go over to college or college age, right? You do everything to get the proverbial brass ring and climb the corporate ladder, and you realize there's a piece of yourself or you have nothing of yourself left. You fight for the limelight. I'm a business coach, so I see this all the time. You fight for the limelight. You fight to have your art here or there, and you end up being a hollow man or woman. Sacrifices, though, are different than trade offs. Trade offs are you saying, I'm going to let this go because this is more important. Number one, it's a conscious effort. But number two, I found it actually is usually for a limited time. There's ways that I can connect with you right now that I couldn't or wouldn't do 5 years ago. My kids are a little bit older. They can make a little bit of breakfast on their own. You know what I mean? They can take care of themselves a little bit more. And with that, some of that freedom that I let go of when I was a stay at home dad, which I still am, but when I was in the trenches with diapers and 2 a.m. feedings and all that, I can start to get some of that back. So the question isn't, is this worth letting go a piece of myself or part of my freedom or whatever to do this? The bigger question, I think, is, does this actually have a reward that makes sense? And is there a way that you can get that back? A trade off is a conscious effort. A sacrifice, I've found, is something that happens when you're not paying attention to your life.